This week, 173 new stalls were installed throughout the United States and Canada, bringing the total stall count to 70,494. And for being such a slow week, 173 new stalls is kind of below average. It sure is a lot of activity, basically, by everyone out there. I'll get to that in a second. Reddy opened 4 stations. BP Pulse opened 1. Flow opened 2. Mercedes-Benz didn't open any, but last week I mentioned how ChargePoint decreased in stall count, and actually what happened was Mercedes-Benz took their stations and put them under their own brand name in the Alternative Fuels Data Center database. So the Alternative Fuels Data Center database now has a Mercedes-Benz ChargePoint operator listed there. Did not open any stations this week though. Pilot Flying J added 1, Loves added 1, Tesla added 9, Electrify America added 1, ChargePoint added 27. It should be noted that every dispenser in ChargePoint is listed as a station. EVgo added 1, but it should be noted that their station count and stall count both decreased. Rivian Adventure Network added 1, and the Francis Network added 3. Let's get into the data. First, Reddy, they had a very good week. They had 2 stations that were 6 stalls and 2 stations that were 4 stalls, kind of spread around. 2 in Massachusetts, 1 in Michigan, 1 in New York. This is the one in New York. As you can see, it's in an Aldi parking lot. BP Pulse opened one of their signature Gigahubs. This is the first Gigahub, and I was unsure if this was going to be called a Gigahub, but it officially is listed in the Alternative Fuels Data Center database as a Gigahub. The reason this is unique is because it's not at an airport. It's northeast of Los Angeles in Duarte, California, but it has a facility that was built by BP Pulse that has a climate-controlled lounge, restrooms, vending, and canopy-covered stalls, 24 stalls. Flow added 2 stations, neither one of which I could find in PlugShare. No pictures. Pilot Flying J added 1 in Tucumcari, New Mexico. I was actually at this site. I think I was the one who first spotted it under construction with the fencing around it. There's a Loves across the street with an Electrify America, which is very heavily used, so this will take some of the load off that one. Put everyone under a canopy and give them a Denny's to sit down and have a meal with. And Loves, I put all the Love stations here just to kind of show their growth continues. They opened a new station in Sparta, Kentucky, but if you're in the vicinity, I wouldn't hop in your EV and drive to this location and expect a charge. It's very common for Loves to open stations that, or put stations in the Alternative Fuel Data Center database listed as open that are not actually operational yet. So it's probably going to be a week or 2 before it's actually fully operational, but good to see more progress being made at Loves. And here's Tesla. There's one location that has 80 stalls at a waffles and chicken restaurant that you may have heard of. And a couple other ones here. I've got a picture of this one up here, the first one at the TA Travel Center in Olancha, California. And down here, this Comfort Inn Tesla destination was a clerical error because the EV network for Tesla has 2 different EV networks, one called Tesla Destination and one called Tesla for the Tesla Supercharger. So this one was keyed in incorrectly. Okay, here's Olancha, California. What a beautiful spot. My goodness, someone took the time to make a drone shot. And you can see a little oasis over here with what looks to be some water. It's a Travel Centers of America facility with some dog walking, it looks like, and a covered picnic area. But just a beautiful station now open. Man, I would love to visit this someday. Just absolutely beautiful. Electrify America opened 1 through their partnership with Evolve New York in Henrietta, New York, 4 stalls. Here's ChargePoint. Pause here for a second for everyone to take a look. It's really hard recently to find stations in PlugShare that ChargePoint is opening, because they're opening them so quickly. They don't get spotted and pictured in time for them to open them into, when they open them in the alternative fuels data center database, they're not pictured yet in PlugShare. So I'm having a hard time capturing those pictures. Dallas, North Carolina. It's funny, North Carolina has both a Dallas and a Denver. Close to Charlotte. And this is the location in Victoria, British Columbia. It was a rip and replace. It was an existing station with Zorova hardware, and it's now ChargePoint Express Plus hardware. 4 stalls. EVgo opened 1 station in Sacramento, California, Saving Place Plaza. 6 stalls. The Rivian Adventure Network shows 2, but it's really just 1, this Southampton, New York, because the other one you can see, and I looked it up on PlugShare, this one has been open for a while. Maybe they brought it down for maintenance and brought it back up, I'm not sure, but really just 1 additional station. No pictures of the one in Southampton. It's not even listed on PlugShare yet, brand new. In France, this didn't have any until this morning. They added 3 all last night, all in the state of Wisconsin, strangely enough. And I have been noticing in Indiana and Wisconsin, it seems like their NEVI programs are back in swing. And I've also seen news reports, like articles saying that the Trump administration has conceded they're going to have to pay for all those NEVI stations. So Wisconsin, Indiana, and Francis had been very heavily dependent on NEVI awards in order to continue the build of their network. And so it seems as though they're starting to get more forward progress going. Good to see. And an honorable mention, Shell Recharge. I've had my eye on this location for quite a long time in my station sweeps of PlugShare. I sweep PlugShare pretty routinely, and I've had my eye. This is a nice looking station in Hooksett, New Hampshire. 4 stalls. Thanks for watching.